Okay, in your opinion, what do you think the type of friends you should stay away from? Go on. In one word, what kind of friend that we should steer clear of? From my experience, okay, these are the type of friends you should be staying away from. I think the biggest one is like people that try to humble you. I hate that. I hate also like humble you and then they try to like they tell you, Lillian, you have to like you're thinking way too much into the future. People like that I dislike, because for me I like to really think ahead in the future, because it's like if I'm planning something I kind of have to, right? Because things can go so many directions in the future. It is always good to like make goals and think way into the future, and I encourage that within everyone. But I had people in my life that tell me, Lillian, like stay humble. Lillian, you're like thinking way too much into this. Like, oh, how about you just like start this first? And it's like, no. If I start this now, I will have to think about it, right? And I just feel like those type of friends, like they like try to take away your shine, because they're like, Lillian, humble yourself. Like humble for who? For what? Humble because I want to be successful. I want to do something and I have plans and goals. You want me to humble my plans and goals for you? Yeah, I think people confuse planning with overthinking. Overthinking is, it has to do with being indecisive. Planning is not, because you have already decided something in order to plan it. Overthinking is just like, should I do it? If I do this, this will happen. Should I not do it? You're being very indecisive, and but that's not what planning is. Planning is like, okay, I have decided I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, and steps. You give yourself steps. I was like I was listening to a TED talk, and then it was like some CEO. He was talking, and then he said something about like, if you want to do something, have 20 steps of how you're going to do it. Like just 20 steps of like of that thing, how you're going to achieve it, how you're going to do it, all the steps you're going to take. And guess what? Usually it is more than 20 steps. You can go on forever and ever. So that is why I just have an issue with people when they're like, oh, you're planning so ahead. Like, don't. You guys have to be careful of people like that, because first of all, they're not really losing anything from you planning, right? Like, how is that impacting them? Like, why do they care if you're planning ahead? Clearly it bothers them that you're taking initiative, and they don't like that. So you guys have to be careful, because these people sometimes they come in your life, and like at first they're just like, oh, maybe they're just looking out for me. But how is that looking out for you, right? When they're telling you like, don't do this. Pretty much they're telling you, don't do it. Like, don't think about the future, don't have any plans for the future. That is what they're telling you. And I always talk about it. Actually, no, this I have not talked about this type of friend. It is the friends that they want to be you, like literally they want to be you. And I'm not talking about like be inspired, be motivated, because to me that is like a really important thing, where as if you're my friend, you should be motivating me, you should be inspiring me, because if you're not doing it, we're not growing together. Then there is no meaning, no value in our friendship. But these type of people, they will literally, they want to be you, and they love bomb you. And then let me tell you guys a story. So like a really good friend of mine, you guys know I have an Etsy shop, right? a really good friend. They were like, oh, like, I see that you have an Etsy, like, how is it? I really want to give it a go and like do something, you know. It's totally different from mine. I'm just like, yes, do it. I think it'll be great. It's been really good for me. You should 100% open an Etsy and, you know, learn whatever. So my friend, she had this other friend, okay? I'm not really friends with that other person, but like we know of each other, okay? So my friend, she went to this other friend and she told her all her goals and plans, which you guys need to stop doing. Stop telling your goals and plans to everyone. Stop yapping to everyone. Keep stuff to yourself. Like, I swear, this is crazy that people out here, they love yapping, they love talking so much. Anyways, my friend, she went and told this other person like, oh yeah, I'm planning to do this, da da da, this is what I'm, you know, like everything, open book. Guess what? As soon as she told this other person, the other person, she did the exact same thing, opened the Etsy shop. And like, it's like the other person, she never like showed interest, know nothing about like Etsy or like a business, nothing. And then it got to a point where whatever my friend was like selling on Etsy, the other person, she would go out of her way to find like exact same thing to sell on Etsy. And then my friend, like whatever she used to like wear in her pictures, whatever, that other person would find the exact same thing she would wear in her pictures to sell that on in her shop. And like this is the most pathetic part. The way we like took pictures of our products, like the way my sister, not my sister, sorry, my friend, this is not my sister, the way my friend would take pictures of her product, the way she would package it, this other person would go out of her way to do the same thing, the exact same thing, from the same background, same packaging, same angle, same type of video. Like, oh my god, it was crazy. And then, you know, the creepy part is like she started doing the same thing to me, not my friend, but the friend she was friends with. She like it was a while back. So like I took a picture of myself at a certain angle, certain pose. I did my makeup, hair and makeup in a really certain way. I was wearing something like, you know, it was very specific. The same night, this girl, she does the exact same thing. Same pose, same hair, same outfit. And I'm just like, this is kind of weird. Like, I feel like this is not a friend. This is like someone that is literally like trying to be us. That person would purposefully give my friend like super bad, really weird advice, like trying to sabotage her. So it's like you're copying everything my friend does, from her business idea to what she wears to what I wear, what I do, every single thing. On top of that, you're giving her really bad advice, trying to make her look bad so you look like the better person. You guys need to stay away from those type of people. It's like a weird competition that they're the ones starting. It's like a one-sided competition, but it's just like weird. And I had this before too, like this girl I knew, like I was dating my ex, she was interested in talking to my ex. And then like she was supposed to be my friend, you know. Whenever she's like going through something, instead of calling me, she would be calling my ex. And who was my boyfriend at the time, my ex would be like, why are you calling me? Like, this is weird. And then like she would like call him at like really weird times, like late at night. Like these type of people, they want to be you, and it gets to an extreme point where they want to literally date the person that you're with. And that's what she was trying to do. Like she would like throw like weird like comments about like joking about how her and my ex were together, blah blah blah. For me, like I didn't care because the desperation was just so funny to me. And I'm like, she's never a threat, okay? And this is the same friend. She started like really, this is why I had to cut her off. She started like really disgusting rumors about me. And it was the things that she would do. Like she would, whatever she would do, she would like spin that like around and say it was me doing it. And I was like, what the heck? Yeah, she would do the same thing, like talk about how much better they are. Like whenever we got into a fight, like we had a big fight, she would be like giving a list of things how she's like better than me or whatever. Like I have my own condo, I have my car, I have money, I have this, that. Yeah, because you're lacking of something. You're lacking in having a personality, in being a good person. And also like people that don't have friends. And I should have known, because so this girl, her and we were friends in like high school, and then we stopped talking, and then we became friends as adults. So I'm just like, maybe she's like reformed, which is like also my fault, because now once I'm done with someone, I don't look back. I don't go back to anyone, friends, boyfriend, whatever. But young me, a few years ago, I was not like, so I gave her a second chance, and she is even worse than she was in high school. And this girl spread so much rumors about me, and I found all that out like later, so I had to cut her off. The type of friends that are nowhere to be found when you need them. I am a type of friend where I would do like in my whatever I can do within my ability, I would do that for my friends. And I'm really happy to say that at the moment I have friends like that. But like I would have friends that would be like, Lillian, I need this, I need that, please help me, like I need advice, I need to talk to you. But the moment I needed to talk to them, I was going through something, they would just like either not be there at all, or just make jokes about it. And it's just like, you only care when it's like beneficial towards you. Like you only take, you never give. That, I always like talk to you guys about how I don't like insecure people, and I refuse to befriend any like insecure person, because those type of people, like my ex-friend, they're so insecure that they will ruin the people around them. Like we all have some type of insecurity. I don't make my insecurity other people's problems, and you should not either. But these people will make their insecurity everyone else's problem. Like people that crave like male validation / like female validations, and they're ignoring their friends who are actually there for them. I just can't. Like I know really attractive women that are extremely insecure because they feel validated based on what a man thinks. Like what? Like I've known women that spend like thousands on surgeries, this and that, because they want to look good for a man, but they still don't feel good in their like within themselves, because someone will always have something to say about you. And if you don't work on yourself, honey, what are you doing? They try to be like such a perfectionist with their self to a point where they ruin their physical appearance. And of course there's personality. Like let's be honest, there's like probably no personality to begin with for you to just like do that to yourself, And I've seen that happen in front of my eyes. Need to be careful of. Also, like people that try to be your friend too fast, too soon. There's a reason why they're doing that. And like they usually like love bomb you, and then like I just like met this person and they were just like love bombing me, and they're just like so excited to be my friend instead of just like letting it play out, because they will come and backstab you. Like, they're trying to get as much as information about you in a short amount of time. So if anything ever happens and you already told them like a bunch about yourself, they're going to use that against you. And like they're just doing that's like they're doing really crappy stuff and projecting it onto other people that are not like them, because it makes them jealous. Like they cannot accept that I was not like them, you know. And that is why I made it like a goal for myself to just not be around people like that, because those people are miserable and, you know, will try to bring you down, and we're just too pretty for that. That's why like my friend group now is people that inspire me, motivate me, and like I genuinely want to be like, you know. I've been around like really, really bad people, like really bad people. I know what it's like, and it is not fun. I'd rather be boring. I'd rather just be a normie at home than be around those people that will ruin your life. Also, like, you ever be around people that just like only talk about themselves and they play oppression Olympic? Like, if you're just like, oh, I'm like having such a bad day. But you know what, Lillian? Like, I'm also having a bad day. My this happened to me, then this happened, this happened. Like, they try to downplay your hurt and what your feelings and whatever you're going through, and they make it about themselves. And you know, I always like tell myself this. Like, I always been telling myself this. Don't be afraid to like lose people, because sometimes, like I told you guys, like I like my fear was like being lonely for a while, right? And that got me into a really bad relationship. But it's okay to lose people, because sometimes if you trust the universe, if you're religious, if you trust God, whatever that is, the higher power, whatever, you need to lose something to get something even better. So stop chasing. The more you chase something, the more it runs.